All room geometry can be split into simple surfaces. To add a surface, click on New Surface in the 3D Room Data toolbox. Double-click on the surface in the Objects list to rename it. In the Properties section, define the number of points that the surface contains. Set this to 4 for a simple rectangle. Enter the coordinates for each corner of the surface. Press Return on the keyboard to enter a value, or click on the next cell to edit that value. Alternatively, pressing the Tab key on the keyboard will jump to the next input. As each point is added, the surface updates in the 3D scene. Once finished, you will see a purple surface. The purple color indicates that the surface is disabled for mapping. This is because there is no audience listening height entered. When a venue is modeled in Soundvision, the physical surfaces are drawn. We can draw the floor at a height of 0 meters, but when an audience member is on this floor, there is a knot at a height of 0 meters. If the audience is standing, this could be a height of 1.7 meters, or if they are seated, a height of 1.4 meters. Entering an audience listening height keeps the physical characteristics of the room separate from the human factor. We can now change the audience height depending on the show, but feel confident that the measurements of the room are correct. Once an audience listening height is entered, the surface changes to grey. This shows that this is now enabled for mapping. Depending on whether or not you want to calculate mapping on the surface, you can enable or disable mapping on the surface using the first tick box in the Objects list. You can move a surface around the 3D scene by modifying its 3D position. Click in the 3D Position tab and you will see 3 coordinates to enter a delta position. For example, to move the stage back by 1 meter, we would enter -1 in the y-axis and click Apply. If we now go back to the properties, we can see that -1 meter has been applied to all coordinates. Clicking on an object in the 3D scene will automatically select it in the 3D room data. To speed creation of surfaces, users can select points or edges and drag them into the 3D room data to add them to a surface. For example, we have drawn our 2 audience surfaces in a small venue, but would like to fill in the walkway in between the 2 drawn surfaces. Instead of manually typing in each coordinate, we can select a point in the 3D scene. To do this, hover over a corner until it is highlighted with a yellow circle. You can now click once to select it. Now that this is selected, click again and drag the point into the 3D room data to enter it. To make this even quicker, click on an edge to select it. Then click again and drag this into the 3D room data to use both point coordinates.